use Mindnode, how I use Mindnode to create character maps and ultimately to flesh out characters and give them a lot of life and substance for novels. So Mindnode is a really good program. You should get Mindnode Pro. It's just $10. I use it a lot for these kind of characters, for all of my major characters. These Mindnode maps are exportable to PDF or any other file, like image file you want. But today I'm going to show you how I create new nodes and stuff like that. So here's Howard. This is the main character, and he's an angel. So I dragged and dropped David Boreanaz, little joke there, into this. What I try to do is I try to drop characters or pictures of actors that I think would play the part well or would look sort of like what I want them to look like. But I'm just going to create a new nemesis for him. He's already got one. His name is Walter the Demon. And we've got a nemesis here. And I created one the other day. His name was Moloch. And let's say I want to... I got this picture off the internet here it's an example of what Moloch looks like to me. Just did some searching around till I found something I liked. And I drop it in there and it helps me visualize these characters. Now I will create mind nodes for each one of these characters too, just kind of small ones because they're kind of peripheral characters. But this is the main guy, so I'll probably really flesh him out a lot. You can also drop these little web addresses in here. It's the same way that you do that with the pictures, but you just have a browser open and just move the actual URL down from the browser bar. So I have powers of angels here. What kind of powers angels have, and as far as like just biblically what they have. Mine's based on a more of a biblical definition of angels. But when I'm finished with this thing, what I do is I just simply go up to File, and I export it. And there's Howard, so I'm just going to export it. You can export it as a lot of stuff, but I'm just going to export it as a PDF document and then save it. So now what I can do is I can go into this right here, into my Scrivener document, which is a book that I'm working on in Scrivener, and I can simply drag this PDF right over into the document. So now whenever I'm working on the document here, I just go to Howard and move this over. I go to Howard, and there's a little Mindnode in there, that I can look at anytime. I can go between that and actually writing my document, and I can go back and forth. So that's pretty much how I do it, how I create characters in Mindnode, and I really love the program. So you ought to check it out. Thanks.